Hello everyone, welcome to the top lessons. Today's topic is equality in our country or Indian democracy. So, as you are aware, our country is very big with huge population. We have variety of religions, languages, culture, so many variety in other fields like food, dresses, as well as we have a variety of places found in our country. Some places are mountainous, some are plains, some are coastal areas. So overall our country is very diverse country, and because of this diversity it makes it as a unique country. So despite along with this diversity, we have some inequalities present in our country as well, like the wealth distribution. That means some people are poor, some people are very rich. We have the caste system, we have the high caste, low caste, gender based inequality, like women were not given the equal opportunities for their development or for their growth. Nowadays it is happening, but still it exists in our society. So these type of inequalities along with these diversities we are having in our country, but still we are united. That means when it comes to a country, that means when it comes to India, we all are united, stand together for our country. And our country has the constitution, and constitution uh, gives us the right that we all are equal. So let us talk about constitution. Constitution is the document that lays down the basic rules and regulation for people and the government in the country to follow. So these are the rules and regulations, like the laws, which are written in the constitution. So everyone has to follow the rules and regulation, because these rules and regulations are created for our benefit, for the benefit of our country, to make everyone equal. There are so many articles. In fact, our constitution is world's biggest constitution. That means like we have so many rules and regulations, articles, uh, because our country is diverse country. That is why we have to keep track of each and every aspect, and that should be included precisely in the constitution. So that is our constitution is very big, but still it has taken care of all the rights of the people of our country. So let us talk about few rights which is given to us by our constitution. The main right is right of equality. Our constitution actually follows the principle of equality for everyone. So it means that there should not be any discrimination based on religion, caste, language, color, gender, wealth distribution, personal choices, or any other basis. That means we are free to follow anything, we are free to follow any religion, or we should not be discriminated based on our caste. Every languages, color, gender equality should be there. So this is actually mentioned in our article 15 of our constitution. So this is a snapshot of that article, you can read it. So so this article actually is giving us the right of equality. So let us talk about few rights which gives us the equality. So let us talk about equal right to vote. Okay, for voting, we have the age criteria as 18 years. So everyone, whoever is adult, that means above 18 and eligible to vote, that means if he is the citizen of our country, he has the equal value of vote. First of all, he has the right to vote, and all the votes are equal. That means every person has equal vote, equal value of vote as one. It does not happen like if some person is rich, his value of vote will be more. The value of vote is equal for each and everyone, regardless of their gender, caste, any type of inequality or anything. Everyone has equal value of vote as one. So this practice is actually called adult universal adult franchisee. That means everyone who is adult, that means above 18 is has the right to vote, and he has the equal value of vote as well. So this is called the universal adult franchisee. It is a essential aspect of our of a democracy, and we are the world's largest democracy, so we must have that, and we are having it. This picture you can see just for having the idea that everyone, uh, regardless of their age, gender, color, religion, anything, everyone has right to vote. They are voting it, and everyone has the equal value of their vote. Let us talk about few more equality terms which we are using. Social equality. So social equality means there should not be any discrimination with anyone on any basis, like caste, religion, etc. There should not be any discrimination. No place for untouchability. Earlier we were having this practice in our society. In few places nowadays also it is happening, but it should be it is abolished by our government, and it should not be practiced at all. And in social equality we have that equal opportunities of development should be given to each and everyone. Equal Everyone has equal access to all the public places and services. That, for example, there is a temple or there is a roads or anything, it should not happen that some specific people are allowed and others are not allowed. So this type of discrimination should not be happening. If it is a public place and everyone has a right or equal access to go there. Next type of equality is civil equality. In civil equality, everyone is equal before the law. So it talks about the law. So everyone has to follow the law also. Equal opportunity for all to secure legal protection for their right and freedom. Suppose something is happening and some person is caught up in a situation. If he has not done anything, he he is free to ask for legal protection. He has the right to fight the case against it. He will not be prosecuted directly. So everyone is equal before the law, whether he is rich or poor. So that is how this civil equality should be there. Another type of equality is political equality. By name itself, you understand that it is related to politics. So everyone has equal opportunity to participate in the politics of our country. He has the equal right as everyone to contest an election, to discuss the politics, or to take up active participation in the discussion of the work of the government. Okay, like you might have heard of this Gram Sabhas and all, where everyone from the villages, above everyone above 18 in the villages assemble and discuss about the development plans for the village. Similarly, for other politics related areas or other places where this politics is involved, there also everyone has the equal right to participate. Economic equality. So in economic equality, we talk about the equal opportunity for everyone for working. Like, it should not happen that some person from a particular caste is not allowed to work somewhere. So everyone should be given equal opportunity for working based on their skills or their uh, you know capabilities. So, and they have the equal opportunity and right to earn their livelihoods. So these are the equality which Indian government or our constitution has kept for us in the constitution, in the rules and regulations. So government is bound to do that. So but government, there are ways to implement this equality, and government is actually doing it. Government is doing it in two ways. First one, by making the laws and excuse me, by making the laws and implementing them. Second thing, by launching government schemes or programs through which these equalities can be implemented in our society. So these schemes are to ensure and help the disadvantaged communities. Those there are some people of the community of our society which do not get any type of advantage as of now. They do not have proper resources or opportunities for growth. So uh, government ensures that through the schemes at least they get the opportunities and grow by these opportunities. So one such example for the scheme is midday meal. By name itself you understand, or you might have heard that it is related to meal during the day. So this program refers to a scheme where all the government elementary schools has to provide the cooked lunch to their students, to their children. Tamil Nadu was the first state to introduce this scheme in 2001. After that, Supreme Court has asked every state to implement that, and it was implemented successfully everywhere, and it is doing good work. So overall, it has some positive effect, which is increased number of enrollment in the schools. So because of this midday meal scheme, the enrollment, earlier there were less people were coming to school, less children were coming to school because of the poverty and all. Now they are now they are coming to the schools, because earlier they were having the concern of food. Now they are, because of the food availability of food, they are able to stay in the school itself. So regular attendance is also increasing, and hunger problem solved for the children while studying. There were many children who have been like having the problem of stomach ache while studying and all, because they did not have proper food in the morning and during the daytime also. So because of this midday meal scheme, they are getting food in sufficient quantity, so they are not having any hunger problem. They are able to study during the school. Caste prejudice reduced as all sit together and eat. All the students from all the caste, whoever going to the schools, they all sit together. There should not be any discrimination. They all sit together and eat. So there is a sense of equality for all, and employment of needy women for cooking and maintaining the work for this midday meal scheme. So some needy women or ladies also getting the chance for working as the cook and maintaining the other works. So that is how it is having a positive, if it is having some positive effects. So in a way it is a successful scheme by the government, which is bringing the children to the schools so that they are getting the chance to uh, they are getting to the education, they are learning. So once they are getting into the education, they are knowing about their goods and bad. So in a way they are progressing in a good way, or they are on the way of their development. Because earlier, if they were not having any education at all, they were not able to decide what is good or bad for them. They were not able to you know make good earnings. Once they are doing good in the education, they are getting to know things about the society, about the country, everywhere. So that is how the basic elementary education is very much required. If it is given, students get the interest and go for the higher studies as well. And especially the poor children who are not getting the chance at all due to many reasons, now they are able to attend the schools. So this is the poster which was launched, Madhyahan Bhojan Yojana or midday meal scheme. This poster is just for showing purpose, for reference only, not to worry about it. Okay, although our government has made many laws and implementing them, and also making many schemes and implementing them. But this practice of inequality or discrimination is still present in our society. Although our constitution has also given us the right of equality, and government is also enacting the laws and making everyone to follow that, but still there are people, there are places where you will find the discrimination based on their caste or color or many other bases like gender or anything. For examples, I will talk about few examples which I have actually seen. Low caste people are treated badly by the high caste people. Another example where low caste people are not allowed at public places. Like some people are not allowed to take the water from the government well or the public wells or the hand pumps and all. They have to take out the water from somewhere else. Some poor people have to wait in the long queues to avail the government services, and on the other hand the rich people or the influential people, they get the special access to the services. They do not have to some, they do not stand in the queues. On the other hand, poor people have to wait. They do not have any choice because they don't know much about the system, how it works, and they are like the suppressed people. Government employees, ask whatever they ask, they have to do it. Another example, women are not given the equal opportunities to grow. They were actually from long since the beginning itself, now also it is happening. Women were not actually given the equal opportunities to study, go outside. They were only kept in the houses only, just to work. It was said that women, what a woman will do after studying, what she will do. But nowadays it is changing, but still there are places like some there are many villages in our country where this type of discrimination based on the gender is, it is still happening. So these are the examples. Now reasons for this type of discrimination is that although government is doing its part, but what about us? Are we doing our part? There are people in our society which are still not willing to change. Although they are educated, they are knowing everything, but still in the practice they are not following it. They are behaving against the law itself. So despite knowing the laws, people are still not able to practice this principle of equality. Some people still consider that women are not worth going outside their houses. Women should be kept in the houses itself. So they are not sent for higher studies as well. If they are even if they are allowed to study, they are only allowed to study within their villages only. They are not allowed to go outside. Caste system has deep roots in our society since beginning. You might have heard of this varna system. Since beginning it has been it has been practiced. Now also it is there, and it has very strong roots in our society. Although everyone is aware that caste system is not a good thing, but still people are following because it has become their culture, it has become their habit. That is how they are finding it very difficult to remove or difficult to unfollow. Discrimination has become part of our culture, and through the years people have accepted it. Since beginning, this type of discrimination against the shudras have been in the practice. So that is why everyone has accepted it, whether it is high caste or low caste. Even the low caste people has accepted it, and they are not doing anything against it. They are simply following it because they feel that okay, high caste people have the right to suppress them. The same thing high caste people are also thinking, that we have the right to suppress the poor people. So this is how, these are the reasons that discrimination is still present in our society. But as a person, as a human being, we must understand that everyone has their dignity. That means the value. Everyone has their own value, own morals, own self respect, and that is why everyone should be treated equally. If we avoid do if we stop this discrimination and follow the principle of equality only, then only our society will be progressing and developing in a right direction. So that's it from this topic. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I will be sharing the link of this text reference in the description. Please follow that. Thank you again thank you for watching.